It's Dave
Okay.
here, Dave
Yeah.
from Amplify, and I'm talking to Mark Collin from Nouvelle Vague. How are you,
Yeah.
Mark?
Fine.
Where are
I'm in
you?
Paris. I'm in Paris. I'm in Paris.
Paris.
Like, yes, yes. Fighting the heat wave. We have like some heat waves. Like it's amazing. Like it has
Always,
never been so hot. Yeah.
always Paris. Have you always
Always
lived?
Paris.
I was over there in the mid '80s, and I got off the plane, and I went down to the information, and I pushed my trolley down there, and I said. Pardonnez-moi, je travaille la vie, and they just walked away. They just completely walked away. So I went out to the bus, and the bus is there, and the door's open, and I said to the bus driver, Pardonnez-moi, la vie travaille, trying to work out this, schoolboy French, and he just shut the door, and he just drove off. So I must, they must get a lot of tourists there, obviously. So it was a pretty, but I found it's a fantastic city. But I found
Yeah.
country France is fantastic. It's just really
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
fantastic. It
The
must
whole
be it
country.
must be hard. We'll get onto the music in a sec, but it must be hard to get
Mm.
used to in some ways because there's so much culture there, and you've got in the last couple of hundred years, I suppose, or probably the last 500 years, whatever. They've got people are rich and they're in a small town and they've got no one to leave it to, so they leave it to the church. So the church built a cathedral in a small
Mm.
town, and it's like looks like a
Yeah.
city cathedral, and because they've got nothing to do with the money, so they build this monstrosity to God, and it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
unbelievable. So you travel around the city and you go past these cathedrals that are like city cathedrals, population
Yeah.
144 or something like that. It's an
Yeah. Yeah.
unbelievable place, an unbelievable place. So, but
Yeah.
when you must get and Versailles and stuff like that, it must. We'll get on the music in one sec. When you travel, do you find the
Mm.
same thing when you go to other places, or is there is
Sometimes,
France is
sometimes,
France?
no, France is France, but sometimes I'm thinking of course, like Roma, Istanbul,
Course, course,
so
course.
yeah, like St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is amazing as well. There are some cities that are really, really
That's
beautiful
right.
as well.
Come to Australia. We got desert.
I
Desert
know,
for as far as the eye can see.
I know. I
Okay,
went there already.
okay. How did the band come together back in 2003? Where did it all begin?
It was it was not really a band. It was just a concept. It's like I wanted for myself somehow, I wanted to prove that all these songwriters from the 80s, like The Cure, New Order, they were actually, they have written classics of my generation, And I thought, I'm sure we can play Blue Monday just on piano, or I don't know, Love Will Tear Us Apart only with a guitar. It seems a bit strange now, but in 2003, nobody was doing this. So it was, I think, a great idea, and I just called my friend Olivier to play guitar. Some girls I was working on with to sing, and it was very easy to do, and that's it.
And how has it moved in the last 20 odd years? How has it changed? How have you
Yeah,
progressed?
well,
Has
of course,
technology changed it much?
no, to record it, no. No, to record music, no, not really. No, the real thing is that I didn't expect at all to go for 20 years. I thought I would just do an album and that's it. Was so we just it was a surprise that it was so much successful, the first album, really, and so we get on with the second album that was successful as well. So we thought, wow, so this is not just an idea; it will be something maybe stronger. And and after time is passing fast. I did another album. I'm trying to make the project. Keep still evolving with different ideas and different collaborators, different singers, different musicians. But yeah, no, the technology is great to the for the whole thing, but not for the to make music. You need just musicians, singers, and I mean the kind of music we are doing. There's almost no machines really. It's really done by people with a like not a tape recorder, but almost, and that's it.
How would you describe the sound? How would you describe your sound? They say
It's a
irresistibly cool.
Yeah, but it's a mix of different things because the first album was it was a strong concept. It was really like we're gonna take these songs from the 80s sung by men and we're gonna put it in Brazil, in Rio, sung by girls in the 50s. It was really a time space travel. But after, and everybody now, still now are saying Nouvelle Vague means bossa nova, means new wave, this kind of thing. But after I thought, okay, we can't just go on with this formula because it will be boring. So I just tried to put a lot of references I got, influences I got, so it can be, I don't know, blues, it can be a lot of soundtracks, French soundtracks, this kind of thing, reggae. I mean, I'm listening to a lot of the different music. I'm just trying to not put electronics because I love electronic music, but I think that's not the point in Nouvelle Vague.
Okay, okay. What about influences? Who have you been? Because I suppose you have a pretty unique sort of project. Who have been your influences over the duration?
For Nouvelle Vague, I can name like people like probably the French girl called Isabelle Antena that did Bossa Nova, Claudine Longet, the actress we can see in The Party from Black Edwards, It was like very simple Bossa Nova with a young girl singing in a very like naive way, you know. This kind of not really jazz, but not because it's a bit jazzy novel, like, but we are not jazz musicians at all, So it's kind of thing like that. Of course, there's this project was called Senor Coconut, by this guy Uwe Schmidt, and I think it has influenced me because he had the idea in a way first to take something and put it in another way, So it was a kind of influence on me. Yeah.
Okay, your latest single, "Never Let Me Down Again," it's just been released. What's that all
Mhm.
about? Tell us something about that.
It's just that for years now, I wanted to be focused on just one band, Instead of choosing songs here and there, I thought it can be nice to just do a tribute to one band. And I had some bands in my mind. I got The Clash, I got, of course, New Order, Joy Division, The Cure, and I got, of course, Depeche Mode. Because Depeche Mode, there are so many amazing songs, so many hits. So I thought let's go on with Depeche Mode. So I did a whole album of covers of Depeche Mode, and it's called A Date with Depeche Mode. And the second single is Never Let Me Down. Voilà. So I've recorded in Brazil, in Rio, with Brazilian musicians. And so in a way, after all I've said to you, I'm back with the first idea of the first album with Bossa Nova.
And where do you generate the idea from? Is it just is it sort of something where you've got a lot of ideas and you just pull them out over time, or are they just things in the moment? You just think of something and say, bang. Are your projects do they come from?
I don't I can't really say. It's just that
You know how some
always
people say they've got 200, they've got 300 songs, so they could make a number of albums, but they make an album of 10 songs or something or other, and they've always
no,
got songs that they're producing.
no, I'm completely the opposite. I'm really when I'm in the studio and when I get ideas and when I'm trying to work on it, most of the time I'm keeping it. It's really like I'm thinking much more before. It's really like working on my mind, and when I'm doing it, I'm doing it, and most of the time I get the right ideas. That's why.
Okay. You had Should I Stay or Should I Go came out last year, the album. Is there another
Mhm.
album on the drawing board?
Yeah, that's what yeah, what we just said. There's this album called A Date with Depeche Mode.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry. That's coming
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, October. Yeah.
Oh, okay. sometimes the language it's a little
I
bit.
know.
It, I'm
Don't
actually
worry.
thinking in the transcription it's probably going to be a bit hard because I usually put up the captions, but I'm
Ah,
not sure how they're going to work today because it's just going to be so it'll be interesting to see what Riverside does. Okay, you've got some dates on the East Coast in October here
mhm,
in Australia. Um,
yeah.
what are you looking forward to? What can the fans expect? What is a performance of yours all about?
We came for the first time in Australia, I remember, for the V Festival, probably in 2006, I will say, something like that. It's five, maybe. A long time ago. It was amazing. I remember I discovered Australia through this festival. And then we came back to play like almost every 2 years, let's say. So we came back a lot to play. And so but we didn't come with this album called Should I Stay or Should I Go? We didn't have the opportunity. So we are happy to come back to present this new album. You will be almost the first ones, the audience will be the first to listen to the new album and to listen to the new show because it will be a total new show as well.
Wow.
And we are trying to do a mix of the second album of Nouvelle Vague, Band à part, and the new album. But of course, people will have their favorite songs that we're going to play. And it's a kind of dynamic, but I can't say a lot because we're going to create it next month. So,
Yes, yes.
well,
Is there a lot of do you have to bring a lot, or is there a lot that
we,
you've got to create? As in
but
background?
I will try to make something different because, it's more than 20 years now that we're performing these songs. So we need to do something a bit different. So I got two really strong singers and I will try to have an accordion that puts something a bit, unusual. And I will try to have I don't know if I can do that in Australia, and I don't know yet, to have some how do you say that, except some footage of Nouvelle Vague
Yeah,
movies,
yeah, 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 yeah.
Godard, Louis Malle, Truffaut, sometimes. So to create something really like with the visuals, black and white film, and the music.
Okay, and did you think about hitting Adelaide and Perth, or time, or tickets, or what was it this time? Hitting Adelaide
Uh,
and Perth, going the whole country rather than just East Coast.
yeah, I don't know why. We used to play in Perth, but we never, but not that time. I don't know why. It's just we played in Adelaide. We played in Tasmania. I remember as well. We played in a lot of cities, but yeah, this time it's only three shows. I can't tell you why.
That's all right. That's all right. Okay, if you could perform with any music artist, alive or dead, who would you choose and why?
If I can perform with, you mean?
Any music artist, alive or dead. So you choose
Uh,
one in the past. Who would you perform with?
that's a difficult question.
Well, I mean, we don't ask easy questions
I
here.
think, let's say, let's say just like that. Let's say a singer like
Freddie.
Julie London.
Who?
Julie London.
Julie London. Oh my goodness. Well, no one's ever said that before.
Well, you see.
That's unique. Um, you still have long-term aspirations? Like what are some of them?
Uh, I'm doing a lot of things besides Nouvelle Vague. This is not my only project. I'm making movies as well. I'm producing documentaries. I'm producing other artists. I want to do a kind of French Italo disco album soon. So I got a lot of things going on,
You got a lot going on. It
just
sounds like
creative. Yeah.
a busy man, a busy man.
Yeah, busy man, exactly.
Which is the preference? If someone said to you, you can only do one thing, which one would you choose?
movies,
Making movies, producing movies.
making movies. Yeah, yeah.
Is it easier in Europe than say the US or so difficult
No,
everywhere?
it's difficult everywhere. So I will only shoot my second movies, my third movies, let's say, in November. So it's difficult because you need money. You need much more
But
money.
is it easier to get money in the the streaming age than it was in the cinema age? No.
I mean, it's in France we have a lot of funds we can ask for, you know, but you have to be like you have to do this kind of movie with this kind of cast. It's always the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So it's not easy, but you can find ways. And again, I'm into this thing like influenced by Nouvelle Vague and punk. Is that you do what you want to do. Even if you don't have a lot of money, you will do it anyway.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, here's some of those stupid questions that people hate. What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I have to think about it before. I just
uh,
can't say. Maybe.
you don't. A lot of people don't answer it to tell the truth because a lot of people, a lot of if you think about musos, a lot of them have been had drugged lives and all sorts of things. And when you say what's the craziest thing you've ever done, it's probably drawn to something that you'd never tour if you ever told anyone. That sort of thing. They wouldn't give you a visa. So that a lot of them say pass. They don't go into it. So that's all right. You can pass.
Last April, I did a kind of a spiritual retreat without phone, without speaking, eating just vegetables. This was a kind of crazy thing.
How long for?
10 days.
Vipassana?
Last April, month of
Oh,
April.
no, but was it called Vipassana? Vipassana. Is it a
Vipassana.
Buddhist thing? Was
What
it
do
a
you mean?
Buddhist thing?
No,
Buddhist?
no, 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 no. It was more like a shamanic thing.
I did a Buddhist thing
Oh, no,
probably
yeah,
15 years ago, and it
yeah,
was that was a 10-day silent meditation. So I was
yeah, yeah.
meditating every day for 10 days, eating food, not talking to
Ah,
you, and I couldn't have eye
yeah,
contact.
yeah, yeah.
It was a that was a crazy thing.
Passavigna. You said Passavigna. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, it's not this. It's not that's too hard for me. I
Well,
can't do that. Yeah,
I didn't realize at the time I was a pawnbroker, a money lender, and I'd come from
yeah,
20 years of doing that from a business point of view, and I didn't quite know who I was. So I went
yeah.
here to sort of discover who I was, or to go down that path. I don't think I'd
Mm.
stopped talking for about 5 minutes, let alone 10 days. So it was a very interesting time. What's the one topic you can talk about for hours?
The new technology, the future, AI, I don't know, music, culture, a lot of things.
Good, good. Football.
Football?
You guys are pretty good.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm very happy with my team, Paris Saint-Germain. Very good, very good. Yeah, yeah.
What's the thing you like most about yourself?
I like how I'm staying curious and open.
But I think I think in my view, uh, from a conscious perspective, there's the moment and your collaboration with it, and so everything doesn't matter. So your doing really mostly comes from your conditioning rather than. So if you're in the moment, if you're a Mandela, you go to jail, you make something out of the jail. So when you say, being courageous or being, adventurous or discovering and all that sort of stuff, I think that's the way we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be nomads that move into a new place and, you know,
Mhm.
discover. The fact that we've got ourselves in finance and bloody mortgages and all that sort of stuff is just a human construct, which is, social media and more and more numbers and awards and celebrities. I mean, these are the things that are going to kill us. They're not going to save us, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's finish off with your favorites. These can be all time or they can be just today, whatever you choose. Favorite album?
My favorite album. Wow, 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 wow. My favorite albums. My God, my favorite albums. I would say maybe Julie London, Moments Like This. Or
Yeah.
Lonely Girl. Lonely Girl. Julie London, Lonely Girl.
Favorite artist?
Allez, let's say Radiohead.
Radio, great artist. Favorite movie? You must be a bit of a buff making them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Persona from Bergman.
What was that?
Persona, or from Igmar Bergman.
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah.
Or Planet of the Apes. I like Planet of the Apes, the first one.
Yeah. Charlton. Favorite place to visit?
I went to Iran once and I want to go back there. Iran.
Not at the
Iran.
moment. Not at the moment.
No, not at the moment, for sure.
No, that's there's a few weeks of conversation if we start introducing American politics, Middle Eastern,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
that's just what a mad world we're in. Favorite venue to play?
Circo Vador in Rio, in Rio.
Yeah, Rio's. That must be a mad play. It must be an
Yeah,
unbelievable place to visit because it's
incredible.
mad, just
Incredible.
mad. Favorite food?
Italian food,
Favorite drink?
wine,
Red, white,
French wine, red
red,
wine, white wine. Yeah.
doesn't matter. Favorite, is this an advertisement? Do you get paid for making that sort of statement?
No,
I'll
for
send you a
one,
few
no.
free bottles. Favorite person in history, apart from me.
Favorite what? Favorite?
Person in history. Now,
Ah,
Joan of Arc,
no. Wow, this is
you
difficult just to answer like that.
your
Uh,
dad,
no, I guess someone like General de Gaulle is a kind of great guy. Mm, yeah,
Charles de
I
Gaulle.
think.
I don't think many people sort of in today's world understand what a statesman is because they
Yeah,
see politicians and they're all just, mad idiots that go left and right and they're all populists. Whereas
yeah,
those old statesmen, they just stood there and they might have lied all the same as everyone else and had stories in the background. But when they stood in front, what was taking place. Charles de Gaulle was one of those sort of
yeah, yeah.
figures, and yeah, I agree. And do you have a tattoo?
No,
Clean skin.
yeah.
Wow. That's it. That's it, Mark. That's it. What else? Anything else you want to, before we stop, anything else you want to advertise? Uh,
No, no, no,
so
no, no.
we've got a few dates coming up in October
Yeah,
here in Australia. So check out the music you would
yeah,
like to push. You've got a new album coming out in October as well, which is called
yeah. A date with Depeche Mode.
A Date with Depeche Mode. So it's an interesting. It's not your traditional, heavy rock or
Mhm.
screamo or it's not your traditional, hip hop. It's a different
No,
sort of thing. So you want to check it out because it's an interesting process. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for your time.
thank,
Have a
thank you
great
very much.
tour. Have a great trip, and
Yeah,
you take care of yourself. All the
thank you
best.
very much.